The government's as well as President Obama's answer to the threat of almost sure economic collapse in the United States is to just go out and spend some more money to keep this economy going. And that was exactly George W. Bush's reaction when terrorists flew planes into the World Trade Center and Pentagon. Just go spend some money and we'll get our financial situation back in order. Right, okay. That may sound like a solution to some people, but it is actually very bad advice in several situations. For President Obama and the talking heads on CNBC and other financial channels, you would think that consumers spending less money is always a bad thing. That's just the furthest thing from the truth. There are times in a person's life when they absolutely want to do as little spending as possible because they are in debt and they're trying to pay off some of that debt, or they can restrict their spending because they're either saving money for a big purchase, such as a house or a car or a vacation. They actually want to save money. So what Bush did after 9/11 and what Obama is encouraging now is for people to borrow money to spend on consumption rather than production. When we consume and borrow to do it, the only thing that grows is debt, not the capacity to actually produce more. When we spend to invest in, say, a house, or a business spends to increase its means of production and hire more people, we get a larger capacity to produce in the future. Pretty simple. But our politicians, starting with Barack Obama, always seem to want people to spend and think that this debt-fueled prosperity they've created is some kind of a good thing. In reality, it's actually a disaster, and it will drive people further into debt than they already are. President Obama has even gone so far as to say, "We will act with the full force of the federal government to ensure that major banks that Americans depend on have enough confidence and enough money to lend even in more difficult times." Okay, let's think about that. Obama wants to lend money in even more difficult times, and why is that a good thing, Mr. President, when people can't even pay off the debt that they owe now? They can't pay their bills now, so why is that a good thing? Now, Peter Schiff, in his book, The Real Crash, goes into this in much more greater detail. I've linked to the page at Amazon right here. I'm reading the book right now. It's a fantastic book. I suggest you read it. You can also leave your comments and thoughts in the comment section below this video. So check it out.